to get it and understand. Because I almost was expecting them all to be just destroyed. But the better way of going about it is to just destroy their environment. That's the better way to go about it. And then see the look on their face when they realize it ain't nothing here. How are they gonna stop that? How are they gonna stop? How can they stop the environment from being attacked and destroyed? They can't be at all places at one time. It's genius. It's genius. It's no way you can cover that. It's no way you can stop it. The environment being attacked in various ways by God sending plagues and allowing you to be subject to total destruction. How can you stop your environment from being subject to that? Yeah, you might survive, but look at your environment. You ain't even gonna want to live because you ain't gonna have no country. You're not gonna have a country. Yeah, I know. You thought you healthy as an ox, but look at your country. Hey, you're healthy as an ox, a big thick ox, but look at your country with COVID-19 and 1 million deaths and mass shootings and everything else in between. Gas prices going up and down. Look at all the stuff that's going on. Politics is crazy and ridiculous. You don't have one promising politician that is going to help your country properly. Who? Donald Trump. If God tarries from destroying the world, Donald Trump is probably going to be the next president. Who can defeat him? Who has a movement strong enough to defeat that? You don't have one promising politician that anybody would win against Trump. Who? I'm being real with you. I'm just being real with you. And he just said what? He running again? Mm-mm-mm. And you know how the country felt when he was in office. Oh, don't act like you don't remember. The feel that was in the air when that man was in office. Yeah, you forgot about that. Yeah, all the gang stalkers forgot about it too. You got too comfortable. And see, now God knows how you really are. Trump was out of office and you still the crazy dummies you've been being. So why should God give you anything? See, he makes you convinced that he's right. I'm pretty sure you're convinced of it. You ain't convinced of it. You're not convinced that you deserve destruction. Oh, you'll get there then. You'll be convinced of it. When you look and you realize that you caused all this destruction on your country, you should listen. You should already be realizing of it. Realizing it's because of you that this country is suffering. It's because of the secret societies, the Freemasons and the Illuminati, both of them. Using the police and using the community. Oh, I'm aware of it, all of it. I received intelligence from your community. Black people involved too. Like, I don't know. That's why there is no hope in no particular race of people, no particular institution here in America. If you are people that got all your eggs in one basket, hoping for some black messiah to come and save America, you lying to yourself. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because they're not even together. So guess what happens? If there does come a black messiah, who is he gonna save? How is he gonna save him? That's the better question. How? He's gonna strong arm them and make them stop killing each other? Man, come on, man. You need to come to the realization that you have been living in a fantasy world versus reality. Your reality is too strong as Americans in the wrong destructive uh, direction for you to have God send you anyone to help you. What would they do when you're killing each other? What would they do? So you're not in proper position. I know you just thought they show up and change everything. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be prepared for it. You have to be in position for it, or it just goes to waste. That's what almost happened to me. I just almost went to total waste living in this country. That's a 7. If it wasn't for me having a purpose of standing with God and watching God defeat this country, other than that, because of the jealous and evil people here, I almost went to total waste. How is God going to send a Messiah when you will make him go to total waste? Try to put him to work and become like you. You're infatuated with the thought that some black Messiah is going to save you. And it's not going to happen. And I told you why it's not going to happen. Because you already have you have too much killing that's already going on. And here's the other problem, which I'm going to do a video about this too. You don't know how to raise up a king. America has never been successful with raising up a king. You talk about it, but you're not about it. You can't be about it. You talk about it, but you can't be about it. You can't treat a king like he's some thug that you're challenging and trying to see if he's thorough. That's a 7. And you can't treat him like he's in the military and you're breaking him and making him. You can't do none of that. And this is where you failed at. You use thug tactics, you use military tactics, and you found out none of it worked. None of your methods of raising up a king worked. Which means you don't know how to raise up a king now, do you? See, what you got to realize is what separates kings, real ones, from everybody else, they already got the goods. You don't need to do nothing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't need to do anything. But because you're arrogant, you have to put your stamp on it. As Americans, you have to incorporate yourselves to feel like you're part of making that king, and you're not. If they're either born kings or they're not, I'm talking about real ones. They're born with it, or they don't have it at all. You're just making kings, and that's why your country looks the way it do. All your presidents look like made synthetic kings, and they maneuver like made synthetic kings. Real ones already got the goods, and you don't need to do nothing. That's why I'm gonna do a video on this right now. But stop letting them people play with your mind, making you feel that you did something that you didn't do. You know you ain't. Listen, you know your mind is good. Them people playing games, and understand the difference between fleeting thoughts and the thoughts of your mind. You don't have thoughts like that. They're playing psychological games. They're sending images to your head, and none of it is real. As long as you know that and you're smart enough or informed enough, then you're going to survive all of it, and they're going to get the proper judgment. They don't know what's ahead. They didn't know COVID was ahead, did they?